Thanks for clicking on my video. Me and a friend of mine did a collaboration. We did 2 pictures, and so this is how we did it. If you are new to The Art Project, please hit the subscribe button and keep up with the latest videos. I try and put out one every other day or so. And if you enjoy this video, please hit the like button. And if you got any questions, suggestions, or comments, please leave them down below. So we're working on these 2 pictures, and we've got ink in the middle, and we're going to switch in just a few minutes after about 3 songs.
This is Marshall Polson. Thanks for letting me collaborate with you, Chad.
No problem. It was great. I started out with a room in perspective, and I wasn't really sure where I was going with it, but I figured between the 2 of us we'd figure something out.
Some pretty good perspective, especially for freehand.
Yeah, I didn't want to take time to get a ruler out or anything.
What kind of ink are we using?
It's called The Heart of Darkness black ink with, but it's by Noodler's ink. Noodler makes it.
And what kind of pen are you using?
I'm using the pen that came with it for free. I bought the ink, and the pen was free with the ink. It's a fountain pen.
It's pretty fun.
Did you get to use it at all?
I did not. I'm using a liner brush, and I got a diluted with water version of the ink and a small cup of just the straight ink.
What were your thoughts when you started that looks like leaves?
Well, actually, I kind of hurt my tendon in my left arm recently, and I was trying to figure out what was going on, and I was reading a lot about the different muscles there, and finally pinpointed it to the brachioradialis and the biceps, and I guess it just had an image of all the muscles of the arm stuck in my brain, and started drawing out something that just looked like muscles. I wasn't necessarily planning on that, but just drawing what came to me. But it also kind of looks like leaves or corn husks, so I just went with it.
Yeah, that's funny because I see it now that you mention it, the muscles, but I thought, I guess because it's black and white, I thought leaves. I thought it was very, and muscles are organic, so I thought it was very organic and leaf-like.
Thanks. Also, I looked at a little bit of William Blake recently, and I liked his musculature, so it kind of looked like that, but it did look like leaves as well. Good organic shapes. I like that couch, by the way.
Thanks. I like the way you gave it color, because I did the folds and the whole couch and everything, and I thought I'd done a really good job, and then you added that wash of black ink to it, and it looked really cool. Really made it stand out from the rest of the room.
Let's see, this is our probably 3rd or 4th time to collaborate like this. Is that right?
Yeah, it's been a long time since we've done it. We need to do more of them.
Do you have any of those videos on YouTube?
I think I do. I think I've got one on YouTube. I'll have to leave a link at the end of the video for it.
There you go. I remember we did a tennis shoe one time that was pretty fun, or maybe it was 3 tennis shoes.
Actually, if you count, if you count anything and everything, we've done several collaborations. There's one where me and you and Mary did the 3 pictures, a bottle and an apple and a book.
Oh yeah.
And then we did that tennis shoe. Some of the stuff might be on Facebook, though it might not be on YouTube.
One time we did a bolt as well, didn't we? A giant black and white bolt.
I think I did the bolt. I don't think you did.
Well,
you watched me make the bolt.
It felt like I did it.
You watched me make the bolt. I don't know. Maybe you did help. Maybe you. I don't remember you helping on that though.
What's the toughest part about collaborating like this for you? Or what's the most enjoyable part?
Making time for it is the toughest part.
Yeah, you're right.
And the most enjoyable part of it is having to change my mind, I think, about stuff. If you look at this part right here, and I think I did the same thing when I first got the other picture, I was trying to figure out what in the world I was going to do. You know, you had a whole train of thought about leaves, or not leaves, muscles, and then I got it, and I thought, well, I don't even know what to do. And it took me about 3 minutes to get in the groove. But
Well, I thought you drew it pretty fast for a perspective drawing. Good job.
but the part that I like the most about it is it's like working together and kind of being forced to be creative with whatever you were doing.
Yeah.
What's your favorite part?
Yeah, it definitely just makes you do something. For me, it's the fact that it's not very threatening because I don't feel like I have that much control over it anyway. So I guess I'm able to sort of tamper my own expectations for what I'm going to be able to do. And it actually lets me work a little bit more freely.
Right. Yeah. There's a lot of freedom in kind of thinking at the very beginning that it's not really going anywhere anyway. We're just doing it and having fun.
Right.
Yeah.
Trying to create some stars back there behind her head.
Yeah. Yeah, I like those stars, and I like the way you did them in the window on the other side of the perspective thing, too.
Thank you, yeah.
Are these teeth? Are these supposed to be teeth right
I
there?
couldn't decide if they were teeth or corn at that point. I kind of wanted it to be ambiguous.
Yeah. They're corn teeth.
Corn
Maybe we should
teeth.
go back and paint it yellow.
Yeah, then it would be really confusing. It'd be
Yeah.
dirty teeth or else corn.
Yeah, we could paint it in not a really bright corn yellow, but just kind of a dirty teeth yellow.
Yeah. Be
Yuck.
awesome.
Are we finished with these, or do we need to go back and work on them some more another night?
It's a good question. I don't know. We'll have to try. We've never tried adding to them, so let's do that.
Yeah, I felt like this one, the one with the teeth and the face, looks kind of finished because it has the most darks and values in it. But the perspective one has got a lot more work that needs to be done.
Yeah. By the way, I'm glad that you can't hear the music that we're listening to because Pandora replayed The Levee Breaks about 5 or 6 times, and we had to listen to the same song over and over again.
Not only that, but we also listened to a lot of children's music
It's true.
too. And the children's music was good, but I don't think we need to subject everybody on YouTube to it.
That's true. That's true. But it was good. If you guys want to check out some kids songs on YouTube, check out Slugs and Bugs. It's good stuff.
And Eric Herman.
Yeah. The Pirates.
So the reason we were listening to children's music is because we were discussing music for our kids, right? And we were trying out and showing each other new music for our kids to listen to.
Like what are those scales over there?
Well, they weren't really meant to be scales, but they do look like scales. They were meant to be like that pattern on the back of a 18-wheeler, the quilted metal.
Oh, yeah.
And if I'd had more time, I would have shaded them in a little bit more. I was going from black to white, and I just ran out of time to do the wash, to do the lighter wash.
Yeah, they look good.
So it does look like scales, especially from here. And then I like how you put a little circle in the middle of each one. Like we're switching them now, and this next time around, you're going to put circles and designs in them. And I felt like it made them look more like eyes. So the next time I got it back, I kind of concentrated on making it look like eyes.
Oh, thank you. It kind of reminded me of a waterfall. I don't know if they have it. I haven't been to the Aquarium of the Americas in years, but it used to be when you came in the front entrance of the Aquarium of the Americas, in New Orleans, there was a big waterfall in the front of it, and the water was running down over some metallic scales that had little discs placed here and there. Kind of looked like that.
We need to make it look like waterfall. Maybe if we do get it back, if we do this a second time, and we add yellow to the teeth, we can add blue water to the scales.
There you go. There you go. Should we use colored ink or watercolors?
Yeah. In fact, I had watercolors with me in my book bag that night, and we just never got them out.
Okay.
Do you think that the ink would reactivate if we got watercolor out?
I did notice the ink reactivating a little bit when we put water on top of it after a minute or two.
I wonder if, now that it's had several days to dry, would it be waterproof?
Maybe not. Yeah, maybe so. Maybe so. What you put in there? Is that a carpet?
It was actually supposed to be a hole, and I was trying to figure out what was in the hole, what was beyond the hole.
Right.
But it kind of looked like a pool. So then I added some stuff to make it look a little bit like water, and then to make it look like a deep pool.
Okay. That's what I sort of sensed that.
It was originally just supposed to be a hole in the floor, and then I don't know what I was going to put in it, but then it became a swimming pool. So what made you, what was the idea behind these circles?
Circles. They just look. The diamonds just looked like they needed some circles in there. I tried to make them different shapes, different sizes. I guess to counteract the uniformity of the design, to give it a little variety.
You find that you do that, like when I get the paper that you've drawn on, I kind of look at what you were doing, and I think about how I can undo what you were doing.
Definitely.
Not trying to be mean or anything, but just like if you've got something real organic, then I try and do something geometric. Or if you're doing something that's a pattern, I try and disrupt the pattern.
Absolutely. And I think artists kind of do the same thing to themselves. If they're working on something, or they ought to challenge themselves to I don't know how to say it. I guess to throw a wrench in their own plans sometimes, because I feel like you get too much into a groove sometimes to where it's like the artwork is already created before you even put your fingerprints on it.
Mm. When I was doing the room in perspective, I had no intention of making it weird. You know, like it was just going to be a room. That was it. And then when I got it back, I decided to put that table on the ceiling so it could actually be a room either way.
Yeah.
That was my way of throwing my monkey wrench into my plans.
Yeah, in fact, you kind of threw a monkey wrench at me too, because I didn't even notice at some point here which part I was working on. I looked up and I realized that the couch and the table were not on the same.
Not on the same floor?
Yeah. They weren't following the same rules of gravity. Now I'm cheating. I added a chandelier.
Oh, that chandelier was cool, though.
Thanks.
My only, I was a little aggravated that the chandelier didn't come from the middle of the ceiling.
Yeah, that's true. I made it come down a little bit low, too. It was like a chandelier for small people.
But that's all right. We can, if we work on it some more, maybe we can put a rug or a table or something underneath that chandelier and make it look like it's a separate part of the room.
There you go.
Or maybe we'll just botch the whole thing and do something that has nothing to do with the chandelier but incorporates the chandelier. That's what this is all about, right?
That's it. Never let it get too precious.
All right, well, we're coming to the end of the video, and I think we've pretty much finished these up. We may come back and work on them some more later on, but is there anything we need to say or talk about before the end of the video rolls around?
I don't think so. Just people that are watching it, you try this.
Yeah, and then let us know what you did or what your rules are. For us, our rules were pretty simple. Trade every 3 songs or so. And so we listened to some music, and about every 3 songs, we changed it up. So thanks for watching the video, and if you've got any questions or comments or shout outs or anything like that, you can leave them in the comment section down below. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button, and if you're new here and you've never watched one of my videos before, please subscribe and help me support my family. Thank you very much.
Thanks.